people think trading is a scam or online business is a scam, but I'm like, and that's how I came up with that idea.
Where do you get this drive from?
Yeah, I do believe in getting rich alone, but it doesn't cost a thing if we all got rich. If I win, you win, and the other person wins, there is no issue in there.
Alright, still at the Forex Flex, Calvin the entertainer, alongside
Vidollar.
Vidollar.
Yes.
And of course, we are going to have a series of programs where he will be breaking down Forex trading for my benefit, for your benefit, as we continue with this journey. You've shared some of the achievements on social media for inspirational purposes.
Yes.
One would wonder, what was your biggest breakthrough moment throughout this trading career?
2021 April, I was in my first year. I said, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
You took a different route.
Yes.
How did your parents feel about it?
Yes.
How did you personally feel about it?
At some point, I was getting good with my trading, but I didn't have money. And I knew if I was to talk to my parents about all that, they were going to be so hesitant. So I was at school, but in actual sense, I hadn't even paid fully for the tuition.
Tuition?
Yes, but I was given the money. I said, no, I'll pay, I don't know, 40% or something, and then I'll keep this.
The money that you invested in your first trading, was it part of your tuition?
Yes, I would say the big money was my tuition actually. It was about $500. I was studying somewhere in Indeje, and the tuition was actually huge, about 1,000. It's like 3-point-something million. So I got 2.5, got the 2, went into my trading, then I kept the 500 as an upkeep. I even left school and I didn't even inform my parents because, okay, they really wanted me to get done with school and, you know, become an engineer. Even my closest friends didn't know about my decision. It'd be the hostel room, I'm on my phone, you know, doing my training and all that. Because I remember I started off with about 500, then in about 2 weeks I'd made up to 2,000. That's like 7 million here.
Wow.
I knew if I was going to share this idea with them, they wouldn't have believed in me. Actually, I would say at the end of that year, 2021, things had turned out completely huge. So people just started noticing things changing.
I see the guy is driving, you're all in the first year.
Bought an Alpha. How is this possible? Another twin. Actually, other guys now started having an idea, trading. What
I know with people, if someone identifies the source of money, they arcade you with the information. But here you are, you're openly sharing this information. Where do you get this drive from?
I've always looked at my story and on how I came to know about trading. And it was from someone's story. When I bumped into this guy, that's how I got into trading. So in some way I looked at it, I'm like, okay, in any case, if this guy didn't share the information or the knowledge, more often enough, I wouldn't have found out about this. So I'm like, how about I did the same thing? So I started off with sharing my story, people getting to understand, because I also wanted to break that barrier of people think trading is a scam or online business is a scam. But I'm like, no, we need to break this. And that's how I came up with that idea. And I would say it was one of the biggest decisions to get out and share the information, because I do believe in getting rich alone, but at the end of the day, it doesn't cost a thing if we all got rich. Literally. I mean, I want to see young people drive crazy cars in Kampala and, you know, cruising.
Interesting. Now, what are some of the common misconceptions about Forex trading that you'd like to debunk?
So, number one, most people say trading is a scam, which is not. It's like how you could go to a Forex bureau, you went with $1 and you wanted the Ugandan shilling. Same idea with us as traders. The difference is the process is now online. Now, here's what happens. So honestly, whenever there's a new opportunity, we have people that try to take advantage. And that's where the scamming part comes in. These people come and say, oh, we can trade for you. Send me 100,000 and I'll send you $1 million in return. Come on. That's not trading. That's some pyramid scheme type of a thing, which is not in trading. In trading, it's you dealing with your money and with your financial markets.
What are some of the red flags? How are you able to, because I'm sure someone who is watching this, like, how am I able to identify the scammer?
If someone is asking for your money, that's a red flag. That's not how trading works, unless they are legitimate hedge funds, which are not here.
If you may walk us through a typical day and the life of a forex trader.
Pretty simple and I would say boring.
Yeah.
Because business is all done home. So wake up early morning. So before you get on your chart, you have to observe a few things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to watch some news or study. We call them economic events.
Yeah.
An example now is Trump has been reelected. You need to know, okay, that could have an impact on the dollar. And then after that, get on your charts.
Yeah.
Could be on your phone, could be on your laptop. Personally, I have a small workspace at home, so I'll sit in my laptop set and analyze the charts. Should take about 30 minutes of looking on the charts and trying to find a trade, and then I'll place a trade. Once you place it, then you just let it do its thing. Say that the price is going to go up or down, and say an hour after or two, depending, close off that trade, and I'm done with my whole trading.
So you don't have to be on the internet all the time, you know.
No.
Tell us how you stay updated with the market trends and news.
Oh yes.
That can impact the trading of the day.
We have what we call economic calendars.
Yeah.
They're free platforms. So we had an economic event happening, say in the UK.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to trade, say, the pound. So that's how you keep track of the news. Then we also have TV channels specifically for you know, economy and all that. So it's pretty easy. Just a notification and you're good.
Now, what advice would you give someone who is starting out in the trading business? Because I know the people who are following this conversation are like, okay, how do I start about this? You know, what piece of advice could you give them?
Well, number one is to learn.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just like any other skill set, you won't come and, you know, you want to start making money without learning.
Yeah.
I mean, because say you watch Daniel or some other person, no. So learning is pretty basic. You could do self-learning.
Yeah.
Just as how I mentioned, that's what I did, which is possible, but you have a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'd say at some point, say finding a mentor would be a better idea.
Yeah.
Or finding a school of traders, so you're able to learn from real experts or people that have actually been in. So this person is going to show you this is what works and this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Specifically. Then after that, honestly, it's understanding how the business works.
Yeah.
You won't make your first 10 million in your first day. No.
It's a gradual process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Say you started off with, let's give an example of 100,000 UGX.
Yeah.
If you made 10,000 a day, be comfortable with that. But you won't want to make 5 million in a day because you saw someone making that, you know? Yet this person has been in the business for, say, 5 years, and they're probably using capital of, say, up to 50,000 or depending, whatever. If say you're starting off with trading, you need to understand that your capital is really going to determine your results or your profit, and understanding that it's a career. So sometimes someone is going to risk 100% of their account because they want to make big money today. Yet even tomorrow they will need the money. So it does make more sense to make 50,000 today, 35,000 tomorrow, or 50, than making 200K today and you won't make any money tomorrow. Exactly. Yes.
Now listen, we're still continuing with the conversation. If you have any questions, you can send them to my platform, that is at Calvin the Entertainer, and of course at Vidollar. Or in the comment section, especially for some of our people who are following this on YouTube. So send in those questions so that we can he can actually be able to respond to them. You see, the beauty about this is I'm also new in the field, and I want to learn along with other people who are getting to know more about Forex trading for the very, very first time. Now, of course, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations, you know, in the world of Forex trading? Because I believe you're having like a big picture, you know, big plans as, of course, you continue with this journey.
Right now, the bigger goal is to reach as many people as possible, preach out the idea, and at the moment targeting Uganda and East Africa at large. And I believe in like the next 5 years, things will be big. We shall have millionaires here. We shall, you know, see a lot of big changes. Yes.
How was your experience being, you know, in East Africa? Of course, Uganda, I've been seeing you in Kenya.
In Kenya,
so how was your experience being, you know, in the different spaces you've been to?
It's no big difference, I would say. Say Uganda and Kenya at the moment.
We all want to make money.
Exactly. And actually the most interesting part is as time counts, we now have more people wanting to make money. Say you're done with university and now this is it. So it's been taking off tremendously, like really fast. I would say comparing 2024 last year and say 2022, things are actually on a faster pace. People want to learn and they want it now.
Do you have any regrets ever since you took this decision to be a forex trader?
Honestly, not. I'd say I started at the best time possible and I'm in the right space. Yes.
Nice. Now, of course, probably next time shall be able to speak about forex bulls. Why forex bulls? Why you came up with forex bulls, and of course, why people should keep it glued. That and much more. But I think it's been a very interesting episode we've had.
It's been a great conversation for sure. Thank you.
Looking forward to next week. As P Square says, I see you winning. I'm winning. We're all winning, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? Peace and love, we out.